What's up, YouTube? I'm back with the review for Black King Crew Chicago. This is season 5. This is episode 4, and it's titled Michael Jackson's Alive. So, without further ado, let's just hop right into the video because it's late at night here in Dallas, Texas. Alright, so we open up the episode. So we got Lily, Don, and Van in the shop. I think Ryan was there with them. Don't remember. But they are all there. They are talking about the party that they had, welcoming Sean to the party, to the group, and how basically, Bella went off on Eve, that's what we're gonna call her because I cannot pronounce her name last week, but I think it's Eve Anita, but for Eve, she's gonna be Eve for short. So Charmaine comes in, and Lily is in her confessional talking about how she's not here for Charmaine. Lily, we not here for you either. Shit, goddamn, will you go away? So, Charmaine says that basically she came to the shop just to check on Bella, to see if Bella's good. Well, after that fight, Bella was not good, because they were all trying to figure out what happened with the fight. Nobody knows what really happened. All Lily remember is that Bella grabbed her by the hair, and then she swung on Bella, but Bella had to go to the hospital, and Bella had to end up getting stitches in her eye. I'm like, well, damn, bitch, that'll teach you a lesson, not to run up on the bitch that you don't know. So, so then they asked Van, like, what's going on between you and Eve? Basically, not Don, but Van is like, with him and Eve, basically, he's just teaching Eve. I'm like, I hope you just teaching Eve and not trying to fuck Eve, because you do remember you got a girlfriend and her name is Jen, and that bitch is crazy. So then, Charmaine talking about how she got plans for Non-Mag because she's a celebrity concierge. And, she tells them that she has a trip planned for them to go to Vegas. And there's a tattoo convention out there in Vegas that they are all going to. So Ryan basically tells Charmaine that, what, you're not 100% back in Non-Mag yet. But if, this whole Vegas trip goes off without a hitch, nothing happens, nothing bad happens, you back in Non-Mag. And so then they add Ryan asked, so when is this all taking place? She says on Thursday. So then, Donna's like, well, you know what? I'm gonna have to miss out because that's little DJ's 5th birthday, and I can't really, miss out on DJ's 5th birthday. So, they all understand, but everybody else is going, and Don is staying in Chicago. All right, so next we see Don and Ashley. They sticking to what they said last season. They're going out on a date. So Ashley comes in, and, Ashley is talking about ordering. He's talking about, what do you want to order? She said mashed potatoes, and I'm like, and she had her mouth covered up. I'm like, Ashley must got some braces on her teeth, because I remember when I got my braces first put on, I would talk to people and I would cover my mouth because I really want people to see my braces. Because when I got my braces, I was I've had them for 2 years now, I think, and I'm about to be 30. Yeah. And then, if you guys do notice, I did broke a bracket right here, and my wire came off. So I gotta go see my orthodontist at some point. I gotta make an appointment to go in and see my ortho about my teeth. I'm really hoping they're ready to pull these bitches off my teeth, because they are annoying as fuck. Now I know why Ashley must have recently got those motherfuckers done for her to talk about she wants some mashed potatoes. Because when I first got my top row put on, my ortho told me, what, you might want to go eat right now after we do this, because you're not gonna be able to eat later on. So I went home to my mama. I was like, she was like, she's like, let me see them. I showed them to her. She's like, do they hurt? I said, no, they don't really hurt. Shit. A whole hour later, they hurt when I went to go get me something to eat, and I ate, bit down. I'm like, oh. And then when you go in and get them tightened up, that's the worst shit in the world. So Ashley, girl, you in for a world of pain when it comes to getting your braces tightened up. Whew. And then they put both. So I found that kind of odd that they put her top and bottom on at the same time, because my ortho didn't do that. He put my top on first, and he left my top on for about a good 6 months before he even put my bottom ones on. Interesting though. Cool. But so basically the reason why Ashley said she got the braces is because the doctor said that her teeth shifted when she had DJ. Like, girl, what the fuck does your teeth, what the fuck does the baby in your stomach have to do with your teeth shifting? Your dentist was just trying to make some money off of your dumb ass, and he did. But, you know, she asked Dom, you know, what is his plan for little DJ's birthday? He says basically anything to keep the little nigga active and tire his ass out, which, cool. That sounds like a good birthday right there. Let the little nigga have fun. Give him all the sugar he wants and tire that nigga out to go to sleep at night. All right, so then we see everybody, they getting ready to go to Vegas. So we see Bella and Lily, they getting ready. And Bella, you know, Lily's telling her, like, bitch, don't show your ass like you did the other night. And Bella's like, you know what? I don't want to do that. I want to go here. I want to have a good time. It's not going to happen. So then we see the whole crew. They jet out from Chicago and land in Vegas. So when they get off the plane, we see them all drinking. And I'm like, Bella, you are the last person that needs to drink because you turn up too much when you drink. But, you know, whatever. So then they leave the airport and they head toward a weed dispensary. I'm like, oh my God, I would have been in heaven. Like, oh, like I would have been high as fuck. Like, shit, man, I would have had a good motherfucking time at that weed dispensary because I would have went in. Probably would have been broke, but I would have went in. So, you know, then instead of them getting a hotel on the strip, Charmaine, since she couldn't get one, she waited last minute for a lot of shit. And we're going to find out that later in the review. So she found him at Airbnb. So it took them 40 minutes to get to that Airbnb. And when they pull up to the Airbnb, I'm like, what the fuck is this? Like, did y'all drop off in the hood? Like, ain't no way in hell I would have stayed there. And it, like I said, it took them 40 minutes to get there. So then when they get there, there is a Vegas showgirl, I guess is what you call it. I forget what you call those girls. And then they had a Michael Jackson impersonator in there. Whoo, that Michael Jackson impersonator looked a hot motherfucking mess, especially the grill. I was just looking at that, I'm like, okay. So, you know, they all go off and they find their rooms. So we find out that Bella and Lily, they rooming together. And then we find out that those two hooked up, which that is no surprise to anybody. And then number two, who the fuck really cares? Like, seriously. So then, you know, like I said, they are all in their rooms and the Michael Jackson impersonator and the showgirl just come up in their rooms and like, I would have been, if my high ass, I would have been like, nigga, you got to get the fuck out of my room before I beat the shit out your motherfucking ass. So then, you know, they all in the kitchen area, and out of nowhere, Eve shows up. I'm like, where the fuck did she come from? Like, excuse me, y'all. Where did she come from? So Bella gets in her feelings. I'm like, oh God, here we go again. Not Bella. But Bella did make a good point though. Who invited her? Well, we found out who invited Eve. It was Dawn. Not Dawn, but Van. Van invited her, and I'm like, if I'm not mistaken, wasn't this trip kind of last minute? So Charmaine planned for all of you guys to come. She knew nothing about Eve coming, and she tells Eve, bitch, I didn't know you was coming. And she's like, you know, I don't have a room for you. So Van said, you need somewhere to stay? She said, yeah. She said, you want to stay with me? She said, yeah. I'm like, Van, are you forgetting somebody named Jen? Like, you forgetting about Jen, ain't you? Like, if Jen would have beat her and to see this shit, Jen would have beat your ass and Eve's ass. Eve is lucky that Jen is not around. Let's just say that. So then Bella gets into it once again with Eve. And I'm like, Bella, what the fuck you piping up at her for? She ain't said nothing to you. She ain't done nothing to you. Like, chill the fuck out. Even Lily had to tell her to chill out. And it's crazy when Lily, of all people, gotta tell you, bitch, chill out. Like, I can't defend you when you wrong. So Bella gets in her feelings and, you know, she go in the room and then she start going off on Lily. I'm like, now, again, I don't care for Lily. I don't like Lily. But Lily was in the right and Bella drunk ass was in the wrong. Like, what the fuck? All right, y'all. So then they wake up the next morning. You see Eve in the kitchen cooking and Shine is in there with her. And Charmaine is in her room knocked the fuck out. Charmaine wakes up and he's like, oh shit, what time is it? Come to find out, they are 2 hours late to the tattoo convention. And, you know, Ryan is like, this is strike one for Charmaine. Like, you know, Charmaine and the assistant should have been already there setting up for, you know, the tattoo convention. So, you know, they getting ready. Bella goes in there. She apologizes to Lily, talking about, you know, that one, she didn't mean to do that last night. And Lily forgives her. But in the other room, I think this might have happened the night before when they were arguing. When Van was like, man, there's something going on between them two. Like, they done fucked. And, you know, so they get to the tattoo convention. When they get there, Charmaine says she doesn't have a sign or a banner for the tattoo convention. And I'm like, that's the biggest thing that you need to promote yourself, to advertise. Like, what the fuck were you thinking? Like, I'm sorry. So then you got Eve over here making this ghetto ass sign saying 9 mag. And I'm like, but 9 mag is not spelled out 9. It's the number 9 mag. And then Charmaine is hanging up these shirts. And I'm like, that is tacky as fuck. Like, that's not good promotion. Like, what the fuck are you doing? Like, I get that this was a trip that you came up with on the fly, but at least have shit prepared leading up to it. At least have a banner. That's the most you can do, is to promote the company. Like, what the fuck? So, in order for them to tattoo, they have to be approved by the health department. So I was really confused how she had paperwork for Lily and Shine. And I'm not gonna say more so Lily. I'm really more so surprised she had paperwork for Shine, who is a guest tattoo artist who just recently got there. So you had enough time to get paperwork for Shine, but you couldn't get paperwork for or Ryan, who is the owner of 9 mag. But whatever, Charmaine. So then Charmaine is like, you know what? I'm going to have to bump Lily and I'm going to have to bump Shine. Now, I was on Lily's side with this one. Surprisingly to say, I was on Lily's side. There must be something wrong with me to be on Lily's side of all things. But, you know, I agree with Lily. You know, like, you fucking with my money. Like, you didn't have your shit together. So now you're going to say that I can't tattoo because you didn't have your shit together. Like, you fucking with my money, Charmaine. And at some point, we're going to have a conversation. And Sean is like, you know what? That's fucked up. And you know what? He went to network with some of the other tattoo shops. Maybe he can find another job with another one. I'm like, okay, if you say so. So then we see Bella and Lily. They go down to have a drink. I'm like, good. The 2 drunk bitches. That's what we want to really see. 2 drunk girls. All right, so then we see Don. He's in Chicago having a birthday party for DJ. His dad is there. You know, his dad is telling him how he's happy for him and Ashley, that they managed to work things out. And then Don has a conversation with his dad because, you know, his dad lost his brother and his grandmother. So his dad is a bit depressed like his sister was, he said. And, you know, he just want to, you know, cheer his dad up, basically. But I get why his dad is depressed, like, because a lot of you guys who are following, subscribe to me, watch my videos, know that I've lost my mother and I've lost my grandmother. And to lose 2 people that you really care about the most, it takes a toll on your body. It takes a toll on your, you know, your mental. And it does depress you. It does make you get down on yourself. So I definitely understand where his dad's coming from. And I'm happy that Don wants to spend more time with his dad. So, you know, we're going to move on because there really wasn't much to that. But that was cute though. All right, y'all. So lastly, we're going to move back over to Vegas. So in Vegas, you know, Ryan is doing his tattoo. And he's telling Wednesday Addams, you know, I need you to go get some ink. You know, take Charmaine with you. So she goes around looking for Charmaine. She asks everybody if they saw Charmaine. Nobody saw Charmaine. So then she goes open up this curtain, and there goes Charmaine on the ground, knocked the fuck out. I'm like, God damn, Charmaine. That's strike number 3. The first strike was you guys were late to the convention. The second strike was you didn't have a banner or anything to advertise you. And now number 3, you on the floor sleep. The fuck? All right, so here's the scene that really fucked me up in this whole episode. So, Van, he was doing a tattoo on a client. So, Bella was sitting by him, not doing anything to nobody, eating her food. And then Eve gonna walk up and talking about, can I take this seat? I would have said, no, bitch. You can take this seat right next to me. And she said it again, can she take the seat? So then she proceeds to pull the seat back from Bella. This is one time that I would have condoned Bella hopping up, punching the bitch in the face, because the bitch was being rude as fuck. Like, straight up being rude. Like, there was an open seat next to Bella. You could have sat next to Bella. Talking about you want to sit next to Van because you were his apprentice and you want to ask him some questions. Why not take the seat next to the bitch and be like, you know what, Van? Actually, you know what, you could have said, you know what, let me take this seat right here. Let me sit on the other side of Van and let me, you know, observe him, ask him whatever questions I got to ask him instead of picking a fight with Bella. Now, I get it. Bella started with her. But in this instance, Bella ain't done shit to nobody. Bella's sitting there eating her motherfucking food. Being, you know, cool as a cucumber. But here your bitch ass come fucking with her. So Bella, she just ended up, you know, saying, fuck it. Let me walk away. Let me be the bigger person. Which I was surprised about. But I would have condoned her had she knocked the bitch out. So then Eve sits down with Van. So she's like, you know what? I got some questions for you. Like, what's going on between you and your girl? I'm like, I know good goddamn well she did not just sit her ass here in front of a client and ask him what's going on with him and his girl. And Van like, this is not the time or the place to ask me these questions. And, you know, he basically tells her, you know what, this is unprofessional and your services probably won't be needed very much longer. So then, you know, Eve goes over there by Bella and she's telling Bella how Van was rude to her. I'm like, Van was rude to you, but you sat there and asked him a question about him and his girl's relationship. Are they together? Okay, if you say so, we're going to let you play with that one. And then Bella's like, the same way you was rude to me by coming up to me, taking me out, pulling the chair from me. So then, you know, Eve had the gall and the audacity to sit there and just, boom, hit Bella's food and knock it on the floor. I would have looked at that bitch. I would have been like, bitch, did you just knock my motherfucking food on the floor? Bitch, you got me fucked up with Chuck. Like, the fuck? Like, you got me fucked up with Chuck. Like, I would have been all over that bitch like the day is long, knocking my motherfucking food out of my motherfucking hand. And I'm sitting here just trying to politely eat my motherfucking chicken wings. Like, bitch, you would have saw the motherfucking exorcist come out of me. The fuck? Hell no. But then they start to fight with each other. I can't even blame Bella. Like, I really cannot blame Bella. Bella was not wrong. It was Eve that was wrong. Like, Bella hadn't done nothing to her. Now, I get where Ryan's coming from, that looked completely unprofessional, which it did. But Eve, big ass, was the one that started it. But you guys, that was Black Ink Crew. Like the video, leave your comments, subscribe to my channel, and I will see you guys tomorrow for How to Get Away with Murder.